Good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on mathematical physics. It belongs to unit 2 and topic is second order differential equation with variable coefficient and its solution by power series method. So this is our lecture number 28. In our last lecture we have been discussed about few numericals on singular point, and then we have been discussed possibility of power series solution of differential equations. That means if x equal to x0 is a ordinary point of a differential equation, then about that point the power series solution will be in the form of this one, and if x is equal to x0 is a regular singular point of a differential equation, about that regular singular point the power series solution of that differential equation will be in the form of this one. If you are going to compare this equation number 1 and 2, we can found that a extra term will be here, that is x to the power k. Only for that it is called as extended power series, and this k may be fraction, negative integer, real irrational numbers. So this type of series is called as quasi power series or Frobenius series. Okay, so this equation number 2 is called as Frobenius series. If x equal to x0 will be a irregular or essential singular point of a differential equation, then about that point or for the differential equation not possible to obtain power series solution. So power series solution of a differential equation about a point can be possible if that point will be an ordinary point or regular singular point. In detail we have been discussed in our last class. So only for that I suggest to all of you that before you have to watch today's video, you just go for the last video, then you can well understand today's video. And also yesterday we have been discussed a numerical, that is simple harmonic motion, which have a ordinary point. So first we have been started that power series solution, how it will be if the differential equation have ordinary point. So here we discuss that if ordinary point will be there, then the power series solution will be like this. So suppose this is a differential equation and it has a power series solution, it has a ordinary point, that is at x equal to x0, then power series solution of this differential equation will be in the form of y1x n equal to 0 to infinity a n x minus x0 to the power n, or if we are going to consider x0 equal to 0, then y1x will be this one. Here y1 is a function of x, okay, p is the function of x and q is the function of x, and here I have to write here y dash also means here y is the function of x, and here you can write here y is a function of x, in bracket you have to write. Okay, so if this y is the function of x, then this p also will be the function of x and q is the function of x, and here y double dash, that means double derivative of y, and y dash means single derivative of y. So if a power series solution we are going to extract of a differential equation which have a singular point at x equal to x0, then we can found a pair of linear independent power series solutions. Means we are going to get one solution and another solution also in the form of bn, coefficient will be different, x minus x0 to the power n. If x0, if we are going to consider it will be 0, then it will be bn to the power bn into x to the power n. Here n is the subscript, okay, here x to the power n, okay. And I told in your last class itself that this n and this k can be taken as any letter. Okay, some books they have been taken as instead of k they have been taken as r, s, p, like that. Here instead of n also they are considered in various letters r, s, p. So the letters or the powers here, x to the power k, this much to the power n, these powers or the letters can be vary from one book to another. So that is not the what I can say, not to be confused if you are going to follow different books. And these are the numbers. Okay, so n is the number and k is belongs to number, and you should not be consider here it is written k, that book it is written s or r, so not be confused. Okay, you just consider the format of the solution. Now suppose we have a differential equation of a simple harmonic oscillator, that if we are going to consider, that is it is in the form of d square x by dt square plus omega square x equal to 0. This is the standard second order differential equation of a simple harmonic oscillator. So here x is the function of t. If you write, it will be better. Okay, if you write, it will be better. Here x is the function of t and here x is the function of t. Okay, because here d square x by dt square is there. So here you can write this is the function of x, this is the function of x, the function of x. Okay, y and y double dash and y dash, these are the function of x. So here x is the function of t, as here y is the function of x, so p is the function of x. So here if x is the function of t, so corresponding px and qx of this equation will be the function of t. Okay, so here if we are going to compare this equation with a standard linear second order differential equation, that is this one, x double dash, here function of t. Okay, function of t and x is the function of t also. If we are going to compare this and this is the standard in general second order differential equation having variable coefficient. Now if we are going to compare, you can find that in this equation there is no pt, there is no x dash term here, means first derivative of x is not there here in this equation. Okay, so pt equal to 0, but qt we can found omega square. You can see that the coefficient of x will be the so called qt. So qt is equal to omega square is a constant. Here pt and qt are analytic at t is 0 equal to 0, hence t0 is a ordinary point. So equation number 1, this equation number 1 have distinct power series solution of the form xt is equal to n equal to 0 to infinity a n t to the power n. Let it is equation number 2. Now we have to consider second derivative of this equation number 2, that means d square x by dt square will be equal to n into n minus 1 into t to the power n minus 2. Let this is equation number 3. Up to this much we have been discussed in our last class. Now what we are going to do, we are going to be put this d square x by dt square in the equation number 1. Okay, and x value, that is xt value, that is summation over n equal to 0 to infinity a n t to the n, also we are going to put in equation number 1. Okay, so what we are going to found, here I written put equation number 3 and equation number 2 in equation number 1. We get this is your equation number 3 and this is your equation number 2. This 2 and 3 is going to be substituted in equation number 1. What we are going to get, we get that here n equal to 2 to infinity a n into n minus 1 t to the power n minus 2 plus omega square n equal to 0 to infinity a n t to the power n equal to 0. Here why it is 2 already I explained in the last video. You just see, if we are going to consider n equal to 0, then this n will be 0 and this term will be 0. If we are going to consider n equal to 1, then 1 minus 1 will be 0, this term will be 0. So no need to write 0 to infinity, because the two terms for n equal to 0 and for n equal to 1 both are 0. So only for that we written from n equal to 2 to infinity. So so after substituted these two equations in equation number 1, we found this is equation number 4. To maintain the equality for both the terms, now consider shifting of index. This is most important. This step. So you just watch carefully what I am doing. To maintain the equality for both the terms, here two terms. This is one term, this is another term. Now consider shifting of index of summation method. What is this and how I am doing? You just carefully you have to watch. See, to maintain the equality, that means here for this term summation is from 2 to infinite. Here the summation is 0 to infinite. I am going to do something that is the so called shifting index of summation method. I am going to do shifting index of summation method, by which these summations will be, both the summations will be equal. That means this will be vary from 0 to infinity, this will be vary from 0 to infinity. How it is? See, that is by summation method, that is consider n equal to s plus 2. Here n I have been considered as s plus 2, here n is considered as s. See, consider n equal to s plus 2. Where is the n? N equal to, see, n equal to s plus 2 for first term. For first term we have been considered that n equal to s plus 2 for the first term and n equal to s for the second term of the equation number 4. In this equation number 4 we have been considered that n equal to s plus 2 for the first term, n equal to s for the second term. So if we are going to do so, then both the summations will be in the equal form, that will be 0 to infinity. It can be written as 0 to infinity. See how it is. We have to substituted instead of n s plus 2 for the first term. Though if we are going to do so, see, s plus 2 instead of n I substituted s plus 2 equal to infinity. Here n also is going to be substituted by s plus 2. Here n is going to be substituted by s plus 2. Here n are also substituted by s plus 2 into t to the power n minus 1. N is going to be substituted by s plus 2 minus 2 plus omega square, and this n is substituted by s equal to 0 to infinity, as t to the power s equal to 0. Okay, see, if s plus 2 equal to, then s equal to 0. So s equal to 0 to infinity, s plus 2. Here I am going to be say, and you have to be also remember and carefully write your note that this s plus 2, this s are the subscripts. Okay, subscripts of a. Don't write like this, means a s plus 2, this is the wrong. This will be represented as a into s plus 2. This is the wrong format. You don't consider this one. You write a subscript of s plus 2. At the bottom of the a you have to write s plus 2. Okay, and at the bottom of the a you have to write s. Don't write in the same line, otherwise it will be represent the multiplication. Okay, so here a subscript of s plus 2 into s plus 2 into s plus 1 into t to the s plus omega square summation over s equal to 0 to infinity as t to the s. This term as usual we have been written over here. Now see what we found. For this term, for the first term, the summation varies from 0 to infinity. For the second term also the summation varies from 0 to infinity, right? So I can take the common now, t to the power s from both the terms. If we are going to take common from the both the terms as t to the power s, then it can be written as s is equal to 0 to infinity a s plus 2 into s plus 2 into s plus 1 plus omega square as into ts equal to 0. Let it is equation number 5. Since equation number 5 valid for all values of t, then t to the power s never be 0, okay, but coefficient of ts will be equal to 0. See, if this equation is vary this and t is our the considering the points and its power or t to the power should not be 0. So to maintain this equation or to satisfy this equation, the coefficient will be 0 or the coefficient has to be 0. That is written here, but the coefficient of ts will be 0. That means a s plus 2 into s plus 2 into s plus 1 plus omega square as equal to 0. That implies a s plus 2 will be equal to minus omega square as whole divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2. This equation is named as equation number 6, and this equation is called as recursion formula. This is called the recursion formula, and you have to remember that whenever we are solving a power series solution, this term will become, okay. So this term will be called as recursion formula. Why I am telling that you have to remember, because you can found this type of things in your quantum mechanics, that means in your higher study, that is your in your 5th semester also, okay. So you have to remember, okay. So at that time you can easily follow. So from which, so this is called as the recursion formula, and from which we can evaluate a2, a3, a4, a5 in terms of a0 and a1. How it is, we are going to be discuss now. So from this, see s varies from 0 to infinite. So first, if we are going to put 0, then we are going to get a2. If we are going to put 1, then we are going to get a3. But in the term of a0 and a1, how it is, let's see. For s is equal to 0, for s equal to 0, so for your easy understanding, I am writing here, you just follow it, okay. Okay, here in our last page we found that a s plus 2 equal to minus omega square into a s divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2 whole divided by, okay. So for s is equal to 0, if we are going to put s is equal to 0, then what we are going to found, we are going to found a2 equal to minus omega square into a0 by 1 into 2. Here I written a2 equal to minus omega square by 1 into 2 into a0. That can also be written as minus omega square a0 by 1 into 2 is nothing but 2 factorial. Okay. Now we have to consider for s is equal to 1. If we have to consider s is equal to 1, you substitute here s equal to 1. Then you can found that a3 is equal to minus omega square into a1 divided by 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 2 equal to 3. So here instead of s we are going to consider 1. So a1 plus 2 is 3. Okay. So a3 will be equal to minus omega square by 2 into 3 into a1, or we can write minus omega square by 3 factorial, because 2 into 3 into 1, that means 3 into 2 into 1, that means this is nothing but 3 factorial, that is into a1. Okay. Now we have to consider for s equal to 2. You put here that s equal to 2. If we are going to put s equal to 2, then it will be a4. a4 will be equal to minus omega square by 2 plus 1 3 into 2 plus 2 4 into a2. So for s equal to a4 will be equal to minus omega square by 3 into 4 into a2 is equal to minus omega square by 3 into 4. a2 already we found here. We have to just substitute this value over here. So this value I have been substituted for this a2, that means minus omega square by 2 factorial a0, right? So it will be omega to the power 4. See, minus minus will be plus, omega square will be omega to the power 4, and a0 will be here a0, and at the denominator we can found 3 into 4 into 2 into 1, that means 4 factorial. We found that for a4 will be this much, omega to the power 4 by 4 factorial into a0. Now we have to consider s equal to 3. Likewise we can found a5 will be equal to, you just carefully you have to write, okay? You check that whenever you are going to put s equal to 3 over here in this equation, you can found a5 in the form of a1, okay? That means minus omega square by 5 into 4 into minus omega square by 3 factorial, 3 factorial into a1. That means here if you are going to put a3, sorry, s equal to 3, this will be how much? a5 is equal to minus omega square into a3 by 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 plus 2 is 5, that means this much. And a3 value already we found this one, and if we are going to put this a3 value over here, then we can found that minus omega square by 5 into 4 into minus omega square by 3 factorial into a1, which will be equal to omega to the power 4, here minus minus plus, the omega to the power 4 by 5 into 4 into 3 factorial means 3 into 2 into 1 into a1, or we can that is the omega to the power 4 by, this is nothing but 5 factorial into a to the power a1, okay? Now similarly, if we are going to put s is equal to 4, then what we are going to get? S is equal to 4 means s4 plus 2 will be 6, here a4, okay? So we can get minus omega square into a4 by 5 into 6. a4 already we found this value, we have to just substitute this value over here, okay? So if we are going to substitute a4 value, whatever we got previously, then we can found this much value. So here you can say the even values, even s value, for even s value means for s is equal to 2, s is equal to 4, we found the so called term a4 a6. For odd, a4 a6, for odd value of s we found, that is see, for odd value means this is s equal to 1, s equal to 3, like that. For that, for this odd value of s we found a3 a5. Then whenever if we are going to consider s is equal to 5, then we are going to get how much? 5 plus, sorry, f 5 plus 2 means 7. So a7 we can get, a7 we can get. So here we can see that here even subscripts a value means a4 and a6, they are represented with the form of a0. See, a4 is represented with the help of a0, a6 is represented by a0, okay? And but the odd terms, see, a5 is represented with the help of a1. Likewise you can consider, or you can do it in your rough, and you can found a7 also some coefficient a1 you can found, okay? So only for that it is written that from which, that means from equation number 6, we can evaluate a2, a3, a4, a5 in terms of a0 and a1. So a2, a4, that is sorry, a4, a6, a2 itself, see, a2 we found in the term of a0. That means even terms. Even terms will be represented with the help of A0. Odd terms, that means A3, A5, A7 will be in the form of A1. So the even coefficients are obtained in the terms of A0 and the odd coefficients are obtained in the term of A1. Now the equation number 2 will be, now we are going to consider equation number 2. Equation number 2 is where, this is your equation number 2. See, this is equation number 2. Now we are going to substitute all the A values. That means if we are going to expand, this is in the summation form. If I am going to write in the expand form, then we can get A0, A1, A2, A3 like that, and we are going to substitute the values of A0, A1, yes, A0 will be the A0, is a constant. A1, A2, A3, whatever we found here, that we are going to be substitute in equation number 2. You can see that equation number 2 is nothing but xt equal to summation over 0 to infinity a n t to the n. If I am going to write in the expand form, then it will be n equal to 0. This means, that means a0 t to the 0, t to the 0 will be 1. So a0 plus a1t plus a2 t square, a3 tq, a4 t4, a5 t5, a6 t6 like that, and so on. Now I am going to take common a0 from even terms. That means I am going to take common from common a0 from this term, and a2 from a4 from a6 like that, because we found that a4, a6, these is represented with the help of a0. So we can take common a0 from a2, a4, a6 like that. So what we are going to find, a0 into 1 plus a2 by 0, t square plus a4 by 0, t4, a6 by a0, t6, t to the power 6, and so on. Okay, and now we are going to take common a1 from here, the odd power of the t, that means t, tq, t5 and t7. From those terms we are going to take common a1. So what it will be, by taking common a1, it will be t plus a3 by a1 t to the 3 plus a5 by a1 into t to the 5, plus next term will be how much? This will be a7 by a1 t to the power 7, like this. Now we have to substitute a2, a4, a6 in the equation. So we found that, see, here a0 is there, 1, a2 is nothing but how much? A2 is minus omega 0 square by 2 factorial into a0. Okay, so a2 will be written as omega minus omega square. See, minus omega square by 2 factorial into a0, and already t square is here. So we can write that omega t square into a0 by 2 factorial by a0, right? Again I am going to show you. Wait, see, here it is a2 into t square by a0, right? So here I am going to put a2 value, whatever we found here, that is minus omega square by 2 factorial into a0. So if I am going to put here as minus omega square by 2 factorial into a0 got cancelled. Here omega square is there, here t square is there. I can write omega t whole square by 2 factorial. Okay, so here I written minus omega t square by 2 factorial. Then next term it will be omega t to the power 4 by 4 factorial, because this is positive. A4 is positive omega to the power 4 by 4 factorial into a0. If I am going to put this one instead of a4, a0 will be got cancelled. Here t to the power 4, omega t to the power 4 will be there. So omega t to the power 4 divided by 4 factorial. Here omega 4 is there, t 4. Omega into t to the power 4 divided by 4 factorial. So omega t to the power 4 by 4 factorial minus, if we are going to consider a6, the value of a6 is nothing but minus omega to the power 6 a0 by 6 factorial. So it will be minus omega t to the power 6 by 6 factorial and so on. Okay, now we are going to consider the second one, that is a1 is there, a1 t is here plus a3 tq by a1. Now we are going to put the value of a3. a3 is how much? a3 is minus omega square a1 by 3 factorial. Okay, minus omega square, see, you just here a3 I am going to put how much? Minus omega square by 3 factorial into a1. Okay, so here is the denominator is a1 got cancelled, and here omega square tq will be there. So this will be, okay, here I substituted all the values. That means minus omega square a1 by 3 factorial, already a1 is there, tq. Okay, that means this one minus omega square by 3 factorial a1 I substituted directly there. So minus omega square a1 by 3 factorial and tq by a1. Okay, plus we have to consider, that is a5, that is a5 by a1 into t to the power 5. Now here instead of a5 we are going to substitute minus omega square by 3 factorial into a1. So here I substituted minus omega sorry here a5 is nothing but this one, that is omega to the power 4 by 5 factorial into a1, that we are going to be substitute instead of a5. Okay, so the a5 will be substituted as this one, omega to the power 4 into a1 by 5 factorial into 1 by a1 into t to the power 5. So what we are going to get, see, this is one series, this is another series. Okay, in this series we can get a0 1 minus omega t square by 2 factorial plus omega t to the power 4 by 4 factorial minus omega t to the power 6 by 6 factorial plus so on. And here you can see that this a1 got cancelled, a1 got cancelled, and considering the higher term also we can get this a1 will be cancelled out, and we are going to get the terms in the form of omega and t. So here you can see here a1 will be there, t plus we can get omega t minus omega square tq plus omega to the power 4 t5, like that we can get. Okay, so here you can see here omega square tq is there, that means one power is less as compared with t power. Here omega power is 2, here t power is 3, here omega power is 4, t power is 5. So to maintain the equality I divided omega and I multiplied omega. So only for that, if I am going to divide omega 1 with each term, then I have to multiply omega with each term. If I will be multiplied omega with this each term, then it will be omega t, this will be omega q, and this will be omega to the power 5, like that. and I divided omega with each term. So the divided omega I can take outside. So a1 by omega into omega is multiplied with each terms of this one. So what I am going to get, that will be omega, here t is there, I will be multiplied with omega, will be omega t, here minus is there. Okay, see here I done a simple mistake. I written in here, that is minus omega whole square. I written this one here. Okay, this is actually wrong. Actually we got minus omega square, right? Minus omega square. If we have to consider this one, this will be the positive omega square, no? So this is not, because we got minus omega square for this a1 a3. For a3 we found how much? Minus omega square by 3 factorial into a1. Okay, so here I am going to be just modify this one. This is not, this is, there is no bracket, you just write here minus omega square, minus omega square, here you can put bracket. I mistakenly written this one. You can write like this, minus omega square bracket. Okay, so what we found, that is this term will be how much? It will be minus omega square is there, and whenever we have to multiply another omega, it will be omega q, and omega q here tq. So here minus will be come out from this, minus omega tq by 3 factorial plus here omega to the power 5, because whenever we have to multiply another omega, it will be omega to the power 5 into t5. So it will be omega t to the power 5 by 5 factorial and so on. That means next term will be come out like this, that will be minus omega t to the power 7 by 7 factorial plus like that, so on. So here we got the two series. This one is one series, this one is another series. You can see this is nothing but your sine series, this is nothing but your cosine series. That means we know that sine x, the expansion of sine x is how much? Sine x is nothing but 1 so you just compare this one. Okay, we know that here I am going to write sine x is nothing but 1 minus x square, that is cos x. Cos x is nothing but 1 minus x square plus x square by 2 factorial, x4 by 4 factorial, minus x to the power 6 by 6 factorial, like that. This is the cos x expansion. Sin x expansion is nothing but x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x 5 by 5 factorial, like that. So you just consider, or you are going to, if you are going to compare this cos x with this series, okay, you can found instead of x it is written as omega t. If you are going to compare this series with sin x, you can found instead of x it is written omega t. So this is the expansion of cos omega t, this is the expansion of sin omega t. So I can write this is a0 cos omega t, this is a0 cos omega t plus a1 by omega is there, a1 by omega into this is nothing but sin omega t. Okay, or we can write xt. Actually this is these things we are deriving from xt, right? Xt. Okay, so now we can found xt will be equal to a1 cos omega t, a2 sin omega t. Here we considered a1 is a0 and a2 is a1 by omega. So a1 cos omega t and a2 cos omega, a1 cos omega t and a2 sin omega t are two linearly independent solutions. That is, its Wronskian not equal to 0. If you can consider the Wronskian, that means this one and its corresponding derivative, this one we done in our first semester. this one and its corresponding derivative, first derivative this one, and its determinant is not equal to 0. That means these solutions are linearly independent. If we got two solutions which are linearly independent, then the general solution will be equal to the linear combination of that two independent solutions. So if we write as A1, so only for that it is a linear combination. Are you got my point? That means A1 cos omega t, A2 sin omega t, both are two solutions and linearly independent with each other. This is the proof. That means Wronskian not equal to 0. So hence their linear combination will be the general solution. So equation number 7 is the general solution of your simple harmonic oscillator, whatever we have been derived by using power series method. Now if we are going to consider this A1 will be equal to A sin theta and A2 will be equal to A cos theta, then equation number 7 will be modified as A sin omega t plus theta. This is another form of linear harmonic oscillator. So equation number 7 and this equation number you can write 8. So both equation number 7 and 8 are the solutions of the linear harmonic oscillator having equation or differential equation is this one, which is solved by power series method. So you go for this video and write all the steps. Wherever I have been just modified, you have to carefully watch the video and you have to just modify over there. Here I modified. This is the major modification that you have to do, and write the notes by pausing the video and complete it. If any doubt, you can ask me, we are going to discuss. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.